Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Dugout Football Channel for the third last week of the Premier League. We are here to predict match week 36. And I've just said this to Michael Fair. We have 16 games to predict. So, loads of games to predict. I'm absolutely delighted to be joined by the wonderful Michael Talks Football. How are you, Michael?
Good. It's interesting weekend in the Premier League. It is vital. Title race, top four, relegation. I guess somewhat Europa League if anybody cares about the Europa League positions. But yeah, it's going to be a good weekend and hopefully we get some enthralling games. And very glad to be finally on the channel. Very glad to be finally back on the channel. I'm doing the Premier League predictions because you've been asking me for a while, but I've just been busy. Sorry, Doug.
No, it's an absolute pleasure, and yeah, it's great to get you on. And you were in America recently. How was that? It looked pretty sunny. Let's just say it.
It was sunny, but I really gotta say, big up to all the Americans that have to watch the Premier League. I woke up at 5:30 in the morning to watch Liverpool Newcastle. 5:30 in the I mean, yeah, that's commitment. I had to drink like 3 cups of coffee to wake up during that day. But yeah, that just shows you the commitment from Asia to America. People are just fascinated by football and especially the Premier League.
Yeah, absolutely, indeed. Hello to, let's see this, Sebastian. Hello, hope you are good. Hello, Mike and Douglas. Going to be a very good stream. Mike, I need to hear your sources. Hope Douglas doesn't get mad at me for asking. What is happening in Chelsea? May the 31st deadline. Will Chelsea go under and liquidated? Do you watch MLS? A lot. Wow. Loads of questions, Ballum. Loads of questions.
What is happening at Chelsea? Who knows? I think what is the deadline 31st? Like Balham says, who knows? The UK government just has it all in control, and we just don't know what's going to happen with the sale. But if it does go to the Todd Boehly, that's a very good hire. He's done very good things with the baseball team, the LA Dodgers. I mean, he pumps a lot of money into the club, and obviously with all the resources and recruitment that they do. So I think it would be good if he was the owner, but we have no clue what's going to happen. I don't think they're going to get liquidated. Come on. There would be a riot in London if that would happen. Let's be honest here. And did I watch MLS? No, and thank God I didn't. I was planning on to. I think it was the Colorado Rapids against the new Charlotte team. Finished 0-0. Thank God I didn't go.
Oh my gosh.
Plus it's owned by the Cronkies.
Oh dear. Ballum, we will get into the relegation battle, so don't worry about that. We will begin, though, with 2 teams that are probably on the beach, you'd have to say. Brentford against Southampton. Brentford just got beat 3-0 by Manchester United. Southampton lost by 2-1 against Crystal Palace. This is the first meeting, by the way, since they were both in League One. So you're going back sort of 2016 times, really, for these two. And obviously, Southampton did win the previous fixture as well. Brentford... I have to say, Michael, I've been very impressed with Brentford. I have been very, very impressed with Brentford this season. You know, they have had to take a bit of time to get used to the Premier League. They started very, very well, had that middle period where you were thinking, okay, they might be in a bit of danger. But I think the signing of Christian Eriksen has helped them. Southampton, definitely on the beach as well. And Ralph Hasenhüttl coming out and say that James Ward-Prowse is going to be a Southampton player for years. So that's good news for Southampton fans to hear it for. But how would you see this one going? I know two teams are definitely on the beach here.
Oh, they're definitely on the beach, but I think they're both on 40 points, if I'm not mistaken. And I think the relegation teams, they're going to get 40 points. I think whoever's in 18th. So you kind of have to win this game if you're Brentford or Southampton, because I don't know what the rest of their schedule. I know Southampton are playing Liverpool, but so both of these teams, I would say, want to win this game. And like you talked about, Brentford started off strong. I knew they would stay up, right? Watford and Norwich, we know they're not clubs. They're not football clubs. They're not serious about Premier League. Brentford actually have a good structure. Thomas Frank is an excellent manager, and I think picking up Eriksen has really just rejuvenated the side and give them a bit more creativity. And I mean, Southampton, I don't know what their ambition is as a club. What do you think their ambition is as a club, Dog? Do you think they just want to stay up, be a mid-table side for many years to come in the Premier League? Do you think – because I know that one season they pushed for the Europa League with Ronald Koeman or Pochettino. I can't remember which manager it was, but I don't really understand what the idea is with Southampton. I know they got the new owners. Maybe they're going to pump in some new money. They have excellent academy, one of the best academies in all of England. So I think with this match, they're both on the beach. I could see Brentford winning it because we've been a very strong home side. So I would go with a 2-0 win for Brentford. That would be my prediction.
2-0 Brentford, yeah. I have a funny feeling that Brentford are going to win this as well. I've gone 2-1. I think Southampton will get a goal. I probably think that Ward-Prowse will probably get a goal now that I've been sort of waxing lyricals over him as well. But it's definitely going to be a very, very interesting game as well. Let's say hello to another few people because I did see there are a few of you in here. Mitch is in. Hello, Mitch. Chris Welsh, always coming in to share his support. Hello, Chris. Hope you are good, my friend, and hope your interview went very well this afternoon. The lovely Liz Golden. Hello, Liz. Hope you are good as well. And Mr. Ankit is back, and my goodness me, I'm so happy that you got your channel back. So happy.
Yep. It's unbelievable. I was trying to push for his channel to get back, and the whole Indian YouTube community did it for him. You got to really big up to everybody, every Indian football YouTuber. I mean, just amazing support for Ankit, and so glad that he got his channel, and obviously now his other channel is doing well. So upwards for the Ankit and Almighty Blues FC and Almighty Sports Plus, I think it was the other name.
Yes, yeah, yep. I like it. That definitely another important weekend. It certainly is, my friend. In terms of predictions, Chris is going for a 1-1 draw. That's interesting. What's this? Ref was cheated when Chris pulled down Fofana, and it was pens, in my opinion.
I think he's talking about the Conference League game yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Chris Smalling, yeah.
There
was some dodgy refereeing last night in the Conference League. I'm not gonna lie, there was some dodgy refereeing. Holy cow, it was pretty insane.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, Anchor. Southampton will remain a feeder to Liverpool. Yeah, not these days anyway. Smiley face as well. Yeah, Ballon, Broja and Adam Armstrong, George Price, Southampton are good players. Absolutely smashed my job interview. The interviewer said the best interview I've had for 5-6 years since I've been here. So confident, no nerves at all. They will let me know either tomorrow or Monday. Well, I have my fingers, toes, and everything crossed for you, Chris. Very, very well done, my friend. Rennie going for 2-1. Is that home or away? I think that's maybe home for Southampton. For Brentford, sorry. Chris is getting the Carlisle job. He's definitely not getting the Carlisle job. Southampton 2, Brentford 1, says Shane. Very interesting. Very interesting. Spider LSE is in. What's the crack, lads? We're just going to be predicting 16 games, mate. 16 games. Very, very interesting. Anyway, Brentford 2, Southampton 2. Thanks to you guys as well. No, you've always got my support, Anchor. Always got my support. Well. And I have no doubt, in my honest opinion, saying this now, that I'll probably get you on the channel for Liverpool Chelsea FA Cup next week. Yeah, I can't believe that's so soon away. As well. Paul Simpson got it back weeks ago. Yeah, you got it right, Mike. Are you the assistant manager? Declan Rice and David Moyes lost it yesterday. Ooh. Yes, they certainly did.
Declan Rice did a full Sunday league to cussing out the referee in the halftime tunnel. Oh, it was beautiful to watch from Declan. Although a little bit childish as well. You got to show some leadership, but I understand it's full pressure, and it's like the biggest game for West Ham in many, many years.
Yeah, definitely. Chris Rush has wonderful news. I see Brentford win by a goal. Hello, Gary Richards as well. And everyone is having a chat with Ankit. So lovely to see. Now, the next game is absolutely massive because Burnley are on a run of 10 points from their last... 10 points from the last 4 games. 10 points from a possible 12. Come up against Aston Villa side who... Well, relegated Norwich City. Well, there's something that is not really a surprise. Norwich City going down. Anyway, but Burnley have still got to play Aston Villa twice, believe it or not. Yeah, it's this weekend, and then I think there'll be another midweek game. I think they got to go to Villa Park as well. So, yeah, 2 big games. Tricky one to predict this one. Burnley, kudos to them. Kudos to them for getting out of the relegation zone. They are currently 16th. Leeds United are 17th at the moment, which is massive. And Aston Villa are now probably safe. It's a tricky one. How do you see it going?
What's your prediction? I want to hear your prediction first, Doug.
I'm going to put a spanner in the works. I think Villa are going to win this 2-1.
Ooh. Oh, you're going to go with the Villa win. Okay.
I'm going with the Villa.
Somehow Burnley have turned into prime Brazil. They do it every time. They're like the new Sunderland. Remember back in the day when Sunderland always, last 10 games of the Premier League season, they would turn into prime Barcelona. They would go away to Chelsea and win. I don't know how they're doing this. I actually watched the game between Burnley and Watford last weekend because it was at 7 a.m. in the morning in America. And they were not good in the first half. And then all of a sudden in the second half, they moved the ball around, putting crosses into the box. I mean, just unbelievable football, really, from Burnley. I have to be honest. And Watford, obviously, they're terrible. But anyways, this is an amazing turnaround. Everybody thought that they were doom and gloom when Sean Dice was sacked. Everybody's like, what are you doing? You guys are getting cussed out. You're going to get relegated, this and that. I mean, did you see how the players reacted? Even Roy Keane, the idiot pundit he said, oh, why are they celebrating like that? It's for their Premier League lives, something that you probably don't understand because you were sacked by Sunderland anyways. So I have to give a lot of kudos to Burnley and the players especially. They even took Weghorst off, and they still scored 2 goals, and he looked pissed off coming off the pitch. So Villa, they're on the beach. They've been on the beach since February, January. They I don't know. They probably went to Bournemouth Beach, went there for a couple weekends, and they didn't play any football. They were terrible for a couple weeks. Yeah, they were always going to beat Norwich and beat Dean Smith. So this is a tough one to call. I was thinking about this. I'm like, I'm going to go for 1-1 draw. I don't know.
1-1.
Yeah, I'm going to go with 1-1. It's a difficult one to call, but
I'll tell you something.
Burnley are going to be safe now. I think picking up those 3 straight wins is absolutely vital for them. So I'm going to go 1-1.
1-1. Oh, that could be very, very interesting indeed. Let's see what some of you are saying, because I have to say, this is not an easy one by any stretch. Watch me being the apprentice now. Oh, imagine that for sure. Let's all hit the like, people. Hit the like button, smash the subscribe button as well, and subscribe to Mike's channel. As always, closing in on 3K. Closing in as well. 1-0 to the home teams, except for Newcastle with a winky face. Yeah, we will come on to City. Let me just get to that. Burnley 1, Aston Villa 0. Interesting. Like each other stream, folks, as Liz says. Burnley 1, Aston Villa 2, says Liz. Very interesting. 3-1 Burnley. Need to support Dan. He is a Burnley fan. Yeah, Dan, Turfmoor House, if you are watching. Yeah, I hope you are watching anyway. Leeds match away to Arsenal. Leeds matches are difficult for them playing Barcelona, Brazil. Yeah, Leeds. I think they're in danger. I think they're definitely in danger. Burnley are doing well, but I think Villa have more experience. Absolutely agree with you. And Aston Villa have to play. Oops. Comments are going thick and fast here. Aston Villa have to play Burnley twice in May. Have we seen that before in the Premier League? Play a team twice in the same month. Everton to stay up there, at least to stay up.
No, it's because of COVID. That's why. We've never seen this before.
Yeah, definitely. And as Balam says, I am closing to 1.9k as well. Now, an interesting game, this one, because Chelsea are faltering slightly, aren't they? I think they're faltering a little bit, it has to be said. And obviously, Antoine Eugene is in. Hello, Antoine. He's going for 2-1 to Aston Villa. Always nice to see you in here, Antoine. But yeah, Chelsea losing to Everton. I'll be honest with you, Mike. I actually said Everton would beat Chelsea. I said Everton would beat Chelsea last week, and everyone laughed at me. It was like, oh, no, you're taking the absolute piss. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And yeah, Everton beat Chelsea, which was amazing. That save from Jordan Pickford as well. We will come on to that. Wolves getting absolutely destroyed by Brighton by 3-0. Wolves are not going to be without their manager as well. Bruno Lage has tested positive for demonetized virus, of course. Oh, Chelsea. They're only 3 points ahead of Arsenal, believe it or not. This is a big game for Chelsea. How do you see this one going?
Wolves are in terrible form. I think what is that? 3 straight losses? Very poor. What is it? Newcastle? think they lost to Burnley, and then they lost. I mean, they got slapped at home by Brighton. They fever rage quit in that game, 3-0. Look, I didn't watch the game. Chelsea Everton because I was flying, but I heard that Everton and Pickford made some incredible saves, and Chelsea were very lackluster in front of goal. So Chelsea have looked poor, and they just look like a side as well on the beach. But if they're not careful, if Arsenal and Tottenham keep on winning, they could be dragged in the top 4 race. I don't think it's going to happen, though, because I think Chelsea, they have an easy schedule and they should be winning their games. But they got to be careful because if they got to win this game. Yeah. If they win this game, they're going to be fine. I think they just need one more win. But it could get a little dicey for them. But I'm going to go with an old-school Tuchel win. I'm going to go 1-0 Chelsea. I think they're going to keep a clean sheet finally.
Believe it or not, that's my prediction as well. I don't see many goals in this game anyway. But oh my gosh, no, I've just opened a new pen and it lights up.
There we go.
I just opened that up just now because my other one just decided to basically go off on me. Yeah, I think it will be. There's not going to be many goals in this game. Let me just put it that way. So, Anka, if you're in the chat, don't be surprised if this one is last on match of the day or anything like that. Anyway, Eagle-Eyed Nate, good afternoon, sir. Hope you are well. He's going for Burnley 1, Aston Villa 1. Oh, Nate. Chelsea 1, Wolves 2.
I just want to know who's going to score for Wolves. They've scored 33 goals in 34 Premier League games this season. Who's going to score for Wolves? That's just the key question for me.
Yeah, 2-2 draw, says Rennie. 2-0 to Chelsea, says Shane. Easy with the Wolves ban to my husband, couldn't even watch. Yeah, Liz, I feel sorry for your hubby having to go through a 3-0 defeat to Brighton. When did Brighton score 3 goals anyway?
Never.
It's mental. Absolutely mental. I see a Chelsea win. Says Ballon 2-2 Chelsea Wolves. Interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. Well, the next game... Well, if it has to be said, if Crystal Palace win, Watford are relegated. A saying that doesn't really surprise you. And also, Roy Hodgson has announced he will be leaving at the end of the season, basically before he is pushed or sacked. Home banker for you?
2-0. Bye-bye, Watford. Nothing else to be said. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What is it? Is just such a poorly run club. It just is. Roy tried his best, but he shouldn't be managing. He's 73, 72. I still remember 2 decades ago, he was managing the Finland national team, and he's still in management in the Premier League. He tried his best. I think had they won that game against Brentford when they had that glorious chance at the end, okay, then you have somewhat of a chance to stay in the league. Once they lost that in the final minute, they were done. So 2-0, Crystal Palace, easy win. I could see Zaha getting 2 goals in this game. Should be comfortable. Bye-bye, Watford. I'm sorry, Watford fans. I just can't take the club serious if you're going to keep sacking managers like that and not have a true plan for the future. So 2-0 Crystal Palace, excuse me.
Oh, saved yourself there. That would have been very, very good. It's going to be a boring 0-0. Both teams play defensive, says Antoine. I think you could be right there. Chelsea own goal and a pen for Wolves goals. Interesting. Crystal Palace of South East London 1, Watford 1. Roy doesn't leave, be sacked probably because of the confirmation of him being written. No, he's not getting sacked. He says he's leaving at the end of the season, so he won't be sacked, let's put it that way. Palace 2, Watford 0, says Shane. And Palace 3, Watford 1, says Liz. Rennie's going 2-1, Palace as well. I think Roy Hodgson's 74. Yes, man, a good job, last job for him to leave Premier League with fans in the stadium. Yeah, definitely. Antoine. Watford won 1-0 late goal. Wow. Imagine if that happened. Thanks to your support as always, mate, whether it's YouTube or job interview earlier. My support? My pleasure, mate. My absolute pleasure. And easy Palace win. This is the sign of a madman. Yeah. It is an easy Palace win. Easy Palace win for me as well. Funny thing is, Man United cannot get top 4, but they do travel to a Brighton team. And we all remember the game last season. Brighton did draw 2-2, but the referee decided to go to VAR and give a penalty after the final whistle had been blown. Now, this is the thing. That must be an absolute first. But Brighton winning 3-0 against Wolves, that was amazing. Manchester United winning 3-0 against Brentford, too little, too late. Rafa Varane scoring his first goal as well. And all the United fans saying, oh, we're back. Yeah, you beat Brentford, all right? Just calm it. But this is a tough one to call because Man United are as inconsistent as you can get. Brighton scoring 3 is unheard of. How do you see this one?
This is a tough one, I don't really know. I don't really know how to. I feel like Ronaldo just wants to keep on scoring. He wants to be the top goal scorer of the Premier League. You could just see that happening, Doug. Like he just wants to keep on stat padding for the rest of the season. They got nothing to play for. If United finish in the 7th position, go to the Conference League, and they play here in Finland next season, my God, I'm going to banter this club so much. But Brighton, they're in 9th position, one of their best finishes ever, I think, in the Premier League, or it has to be their club history. I can't remember when they've ever finished higher than 9th position. So I like the way they play. Graham Potter's a fantastic manager, as we all know. And if they could just get a striker to put the ball in the back of the net, they would have maybe finished in the top 7 easily because of the amount of glorious chances they create, and the play defensively be very strong. So I'm going to go for a high-scoring draw. I'm going to go 2-2.
Believe it or not, that's what I've said as well. I have actually said that as well because you just don't know. You just don't know with Manchester United, and defensively they're absolutely awful.
Yep.
As well, and Brighton do score goals. It is said, and I absolutely agree. If Brighton had a recognised goal scorer, I think they would be a lot higher. A lot higher.
Remember this name. They have a guy in Belgium who's with the team that are in first place at the moment, Royal Union SG, who is actually owned by the Brighton owner as well, Dennis Undav. They signed him last January transfer window, so that's a name to watch out for next season because he's a very, very good striker.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely going to be a very interesting one. Watford won't go down that easy. Well, they have to win all 4 games to have a chance of surviving. That's not happening, I'm afraid. Brighton 1, Man United 2. Man United away win. Yeah, well, I don't see that. Manx 2, Brighton 2. So going along with me and Michael. Brighton 1, Manchester United 2. I think he's just corrected himself. Afternoon, Statman Stubbs. Hope you are well, my friend. Slabhead own goal. That would be hilarious.
Season,
is he out for the season?
Yeah, I think he is. I think he's injured. From what I've read, I think he's out for the season.
Okay. Well, it'd be nice if it was a Rafa Varane as well. 2-2, Brighton Dunk will injure Ronaldo. I don't see that. Nate, I apologise. This Brighton loving, yeah. I know that you don't like. I know the Palace fans don't like Brighton anyway. It's a weird derby, that one anyway. Let's go and say hey to Statman Stubbs. 2-2. Seaweed nil, Man U 4.
That's a good one.
I don't see it being 4-0 Man United anyway. 2-2. Brighton 2, Manchester United 1, says Statman Stubbs. Wow. Nate, I think it's more disdain for United. And it's a rivalry, not a derby. Yeah. But people call it the M23 derby. So it is one of those things. Oh, well, this is... And at 7:45 in the evening, ladies and gentlemen. BT Sport. So late? No idea. I have never seen... I think we maybe had that against Newcastle like a few years ago. But 7:45 in the evening. Liverpool Tottenham. Now... This is the hardest game for us left, in my honest opinion, because we've got Aston Villa left, we've got Southampton left, and we've got Wolves left. Tottenham is a tricky game, especially with the fact that they're still going for top 4. Lose, and they could potentially be 5 points behind Arsenal before they play them on next Thursday. So... Big incentive. I am worried about this game because of the way that Kane, Son, and Kulusevski have been playing recently. Maybe not Kulusevski, but Son and Kane in particular. I'm going to be confident. I am going to give you my prediction for this one first. I'm going to say 3-1. I think what's going to happen is it's going to be 1-0 Liverpool. And then I think Spurs equalise, and then I think we will get a couple of goals later on. Maybe like someone like a Jota coming on, or Diaz maybe from the bench. I'm going 3-1. How are you seeing this one?
This is going to be tough. This is exactly what Conte wants to do. He wants to sit back and counterattack. And with the way Son is playing, I'm worried. I'm very, very worried. And especially Harry Kane, who can drop deep. You also have Kulusevski. I think we can definitely go at their defense. Their defense is not strong whatsoever. I just cannot trust their defense. I mean, obviously, Cristiano Romero, I think, is a very good center back. But Eric Dyer, he's actually been pretty good at the center back role. But Liverpool should win this game, right? We're by far the better team, in my opinion. No disrespect to Tottenham, but the way we are playing with the attackers we have, with the home crowd, everything going on, making it to a Champions League final once again, I think we have everything in the bag to win this. You said 3-1. I'm going to go with a high-scoring game. I think both teams are going to score a lot of goals because Tottenham are a very good attacking side, especially when they can counterattack, kind of like what they did against Man City. Liverpool, they have a tendency to concede goals, especially the Conte. Really, Conte's formation really does stub a little bit to Klopp's sort of style of play. So I'm going to go with a high-scoring game. I'm going to go 4-2 to Liverpool.
4-2. Wow.
Yep.
I have to say, as long as we win, that would be lovely.
I don't care how it's done. If it's the same thing as Everton a couple of seasons where it hits the crossbar and Origi taps it in, just get the W and get the 3 points and move on. That's all I care about. I don't care about performances right now. Obviously, if you win and if you batter them 6-0, 5-0, we're all going to laugh at Tottenham. But just 3 points, please. That's all I want. That's all I want.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not hearing them Tesco bags winning. Jesus Christ. Neither side fans call it that. That's Sky Sports and their usual bullshit. Liverpool put Tottenham in a split 4-0. Wow. 4-1 LFC, says Liz. Rennie going 5-0. Antoine going 3-0. Shane going a little bit closer, 2-1. And Antoine has said no chance for Tottenham. Antonio Conte won away at Manchester. No easy match in the Premier League. Son is good for them. I am going to go for a 2-0 LFC win. Yeah, it is a tricky one. But I've gone 3-1. Mike's gone 4-2. So very, very interesting predictions. Right. This is a huge game. As if Arsenal were to win this, they move 5 points clear of Tottenham, were Tottenham to lose at Anfield tomorrow. 5 points going into the North London derby, knowing only a draw would be enough to get top 4. Leeds United, I worry for them now. I actually worry for them. They have conceded the most goals in the Premier League. Their goal difference, I think, is something like -68 now, which is pretty mental. They've lost Stuart Dallas for the rest of the season as well. All roads lead to an Arsenal victory here, doesn't it?
Arteta just signed a new contract as well. 3 years extension. Do you think he deserves it, Doug?
I think if he get top 4, then yes, but I think if they get top 4, then definitely. But I'm not sure. I'm not
too sure about that 3-year extension. But hey, look, they're massive upgrade because they've been finishing 8th position the last 2 seasons. So at least this is an upgrade for Arsenal. If they lose this game, because Leeds, they were going to lose to Man City, right? They were going to get battered 2-0, 3-0. It was going to happen anyways. I think they still got Chelsea, and I can't remember who else Leeds have, but I know they got Brentford and Crystal Palace. They have to win those Brentford and Crystal Palace games. If they don't win those 2 games, they are doomed. They might be doomed alongside Everton. I don't know which one of the 2 are going to be relegated, but see, the thing is, Leeds actually picked up some good form, but since Burnley are winning and Everton beat Chelsea and Man United at home, they still haven't been able to get away from the chasing pack. So this game is massive. See, I'm kind of tempted to say Leeds win. I'm not going to lie. I just feel like this is this is the sort of game where there's all the pressure on Arsenal. They have to win this game. They know that the North London derby is going to come up. 2-1 Arsenal. I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal.
You almost went Leeds there, didn't you?
I just feel like this is a good game for them to rebound after, getting a walloping like they did against Man City. A little bit of a humbling experience, right? You come back with a refreshed mind. You got 4 cup finals left. But I just think Arsenal they have to win this game, especially knowing that they have that North London derby. So I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal. I'm not confident though whatsoever. I could easily see Leeds winning this game.
I can't as well. I've gone 3-0 Arsenal. I just think Leeds. I've gone 3-0. Yeah, I just think Arsenal are going to. You just get that feeling and sense that Leeds concede early, the floodgates will open. It's the same as sort of last season where I think it was finished 4-2 to Arsenal. But I think Arsenal went into the league like 3-0 very early on, and then obviously sat back, allowed Leeds on to them, and then they got a couple of goals. So we shall see. But yeah, just called Tottenham Vince McMahon, no chance in hell. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. 4-0. Says Gary, silly kick time. Yeah, it is a silly kickoff time, Gary. I 100% agree with you. 4-2 Arsenal. Oh, wow. Arsenal 1, Leeds 2. Never trust Arsenal, says Shane. I tell you something. Wouldn't be too surprised.
Nope.
Wouldn't be too surprised. Arsenal need the win. Leeds need a result. Be an interesting match. Went for a draw. Tottenham are playing Arsenal also. Do you think the Ted Lasso, Jesse Marsh improved them? In a way, he has, but you're still seeing the same mistakes. They can't keep clean sheets.
But their defensive players are not that good.
No,
they're not good at all. And I think Cooper got injured in the warm up last weekend, which really hurt them badly. So I think he might be back. So that's going to be a huge plus for them.
Yeah, absolutely. 3-1 Arsenal and Nketiah hat trick. Leeds have already played past twice. Oh yes, you have. So.
I'm trying to think.
Brighton. They've got Brighton at home. They have not won at home to Brighton since 2017, have Leeds. So that's not going to be an easy game. And Brighton, I think, have got the 3rd best away records in the Premier League, which is amazing. Anyway, 3-0 Arsenal. 1-1 draw. Arsenal 2, Leeds 2, says Liz. Oh God. Oh dear. Hello, Chris. Commiserations on Leicester, by the way. I really wanted you guys to go through last night, but I think I have to say I think we've got a fantastic final between Feyenoord and Roma. I think that's going to be an electric final.
Feyenoord are going to win it. You heard it here first. They're going to win it.
Feyenoord.
Yep.
I think they might as well. Jesse Marsh is from Wisconsin State. Yes, I did know that. Yeah, hello, Chris, as well. Well, funnily enough, you come on to Leicester. You are playing the Ev. Everton getting a massive win over Chelsea. How good was Jordan Pickford, by the way? Oh my days! What a save from Azpilicueta. Mason Mount hits the post. Pickford's having to scramble back, and he's actually on his goal line, behind the line as well, and he manages to claw that shot away. Probably one of the saves of the season for me. Leicester, well, they lost 3-1 to Tottenham, but it was a very, very rotated side. But we've obviously, nothing to play for now for Leicester. This is a big opportunity for Everton. I actually said ages ago that I didn't think Everton would get any more away points for the rest of the season. But I'm changing that. I think Everton are going to win this game. I'm going to go 2-1 Everton.
They're going to get... When was the last time they won an away game, Doug?
Good question. I could not tell you that.
I think it's January or February, if I'm not mistaken. They've lost like 8 straight away games. They're great at home. Obviously the home support is behind them. You could see it before, I think, the Chelsea game. They're all behind them in this relegation fight. Away from home, when they don't have that home crowd, they're abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. I obviously did not watch the game against Chelsea. Everybody's saying that Pickford had a masterful game. He's going to have 4 masterful games for the rest of the season if Everton want to stay up. Leicester on the beach. They haven't looked like a high-scoring team at all. They haven't been scoring at all this, the last couple of matches. I think obviously they were so focused on. I think their last win was against PSV. If I'm not mistaken, I think that is Leicester's last win. So I don't think there's going to be any goals in this game. I'm going to go with a 0-0.
0-0.
Yep.
Ooh. Wow.
Everton can't score away from home, and Leicester can't score, at all. So I'm going to go 0-0.
Yeah. 0-0. Very, very interesting that. I've just got a feeling that the Ev will win this. Referee was shite, says Chris. To be honest, I haven't seen any of the game, but from what Michael was telling me, apparently Fofana should have had a penalty for the Chris Smalling challenge.
Yeah, it was not good.
Chris, that was a Douglas joke. Yeah, 100%. Dinosaur for Pickford. Lol Liz. 2-1 Leicester. We need to bounce back. Oh, God. Why do seagulls fly over the ocean? Because if they flew over the bay, we call them bagels.
You gotta love it. That's a great joke.
Wow, Chris. I don't think I've ever seen you bet against Leicester or predict against Leicester. Leicester won Everton 2. Well. Think like Everton won last week. Leicester away is a match they want to win. Everton need wins, get 40 points, they'll stay up. I went for a 1-0 Everton win, see if Everton can win matches. Yeah, definitely. Hello to Jordan Hyman LFC. Hope you are good. And Spurs TV is in. Guys, if you are new, please remember to hit that subscribe button. We shall win against Liverpool. Come on, you Spurs. We shall see. When was your last one at Anfield? Let me just ask. Probably.
Trying to think. When was the last one at Anfield? Because I know they got that draw when Wanyama scored that ridiculous goal.
Yeah.
But I can't remember when they last won, actually.
Oh, gosh. Let me just double check this now.
Yep.
Let me double check that.
When was the last time they won? Let's see here.
I'm guessing 06, 07, but I could be completely... because they
2011.
2011?
Yep. 2011.
Wow. So 11 years ago.
Yep.
Wow.
When we were absolute shite.
Unfortunately, Michael is spot on, says Chris. Shane going 2-0 Leicester. You see, you can't help laughing. No, that's true. Fraud Deans. Oh, jeez. Yeah, we'll come on to Norwich because that prediction is going to be very, very brief. Let me just say that. We'll be relegated straight away. Bournemouth. Yeah. As a certain Donald Trump said, end it now. Yeah. Definitely. Leicester till I die TV. I was just starting to like you. Big up, guys. Hope you're good. Thank you, Jamie. Hope you are good as well. And Leicester 2-1 says Antoine. Very, very interesting. Yes, when I say this will be brief. Bye Canaries. West Ham to win 2-0.
I'm going for a shocker. I'm going 3-2 Norwich. West Ham are going to be deflated after that loss. I mean, that's a brutal loss they suffered in Frankfurt. It's absolutely brutal. They gave everything 90 minutes with 10 men. Norwich are terrible, right? I don't care for Norwich. I told you before the stream, Doug. This is not a football club. I don't know what it is. They need to get new owners with an ambition. I think my boy Buki, he's going to re-sign a new contract. I don't know why he would stay. I don't know why. Yeah. I think they're going to sign a new contract with him. And I'm thinking to myself, why are you going to do that? You might as well go for a younger striker, try out Josh Sargent, and move on Buki. Why are you trying to keep on with the same old players? You need to adapt if you're a football club. And Norwich simply don't do it. So I'm going to go 3-2 Norwich. I don't F it. I'm just going to go for some madness on a Sunday.
3-2 Norwich. Wow, I like it. I like it very, very much. But we shall see.
Yes.
Norwich are shite. Yeah, they are. Terrible. Hiya Penny's dad. I think that's about Jamie. What's not to like? I have a great sense of humour. Yeah, you certainly do, mate. You certainly do indeed. Let's go on high. 2-0 West Ham. Why did David Moyes get sent off? Oh my days! If you haven't seen it, I think he volleyed the ball at somebody.
Yep. He volleyed at the ball boy.
Oh dear.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear. Well, a bit of Scottish anger in there. 3-0 West Ham, says Liz. 3-0 West Ham, says Shane. Nobody's agreeing with you, Mike, unfortunately.
I'm not surprised.
West Ham to win 4-0. 4-0 West Ham, says Sebastian. Oh, God. I ordered a chicken and an egg from Amazon. I'll let you know. Oh dear. Oh, this is not a football club. Pookie to move where you think which club would be good. Well, if Pookie signed a new contract, then fair play to him. He rips it up in the championship. So I think he'll do the same. Hello, Arpon. Thank you for very much for tuning in as well. At least I'm going to say they won the World Cup. Yes, yeah, that's true. Did you see David Moyes' quotes from Twitter? Yes, I did see them as well. David Moyes apologised for kicking ball at ball boy. The ball boys at the Olympico Roma are safe after UEFA told them to stand behind the goal. Leicester was shooting at. Yeah, you guys were very, very unlucky. Oh, this is a huge one. Oh boy, Man City, Newcastle United. Man City only have the Premier League to play for now. I actually worry that now they're just basically going to go all out for the Premier League because now they have nothing else to play for. But the thought of Manchester City potentially going trophyless is actually quite hilarious. I did say that the only two teams that I think they could potentially slip up against are Newcastle and West Ham. And obviously, Wolves later on in the week, but Wolves have been terrible recently. Can you see Newcastle getting anything out of this game?
No. Come on, let's be honest, dog. Like, remember 2018 when Spurs beat Man City? No, what was it? 2019. Excuse me, 2019. When Spurs beat Man City in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, what happened for the rest of the season? Man City won every single game and won the Premier League by 1 point over Liverpool. I'm feeling it's going to be the same thing this season. Unfortunately for Liverpool, I just don't see how City are going to... If they lose this game somehow or draw, because it's enough for Liverpool to draw as well, I would be stunned. Obviously, they're going to be very mentally fatigued and physically fatigued. I mean, going out the way they did against Real Madrid, it is brutal. It's brutal when you dominated the two legs completely. They dominated for over 200 and something minutes against Real Madrid. And yet they're out. They are out of the Champions League. And that's what I think that's what the players really wanted. They wanted to win this Champions League. Now they got to focus on the Premier League. I think they're kind of lucky this is on Sunday. If it was on Saturday, okay, maybe, a little bit less of rest time and obviously traveling and all that sort of stuff. But look, Liverpool should have beat them 3-4-0. We had enough chances to kill that game way off. It was not a 1-0 game. Yes, they fought well and Eddie Howe's done a marvelous job, and Newcastle are pretty much easily safe. So it's going to be a routine win. I'm going to go 2-0 Manchester City.
I'm going to go slightly different. I'm going to go 2-1 City.
Why you do that, dog? Why you give us hope and then destroy us?
I know. It was... Do you know what? The funny thing was as well in this game, I just feel that City are going to score first. It's going to be 1-0 for all. I think they're going to get a nervy win. I think this is what you call a nervy win. I think what's going to happen is they're going to get a goal, probably 20th minute. Newcastle will equalise. It will stay 1-1 until the 90th minute, and they'll get a late winner.
Oh, that is brutal, dog. Oh, okay. I would have been comfortable if it was like 2-0 at halftime. Okay, Newcastle get a late goal, but Man City get a late winner. Man, Liverpool fans are not going to be happy.
No, definitely not. Let's tell you I'm teasing, just not a Trump fan. 4-0 City. 4-0 City. I'm going for the show 2-1 Newcastle, says Sebastian. If that happens...
Sebastian, be real, man. Come on, man. Don't have Liverpool glasses on.
No, definitely not. Oops, is it? Comments have just whizzed up again. A few matches now for Manchester. We'll want to win the Premier League, yeah. City 10-0 win. don't think they'll win 10-0, but
I think he meant 1-0. I think he meant
1-0. 1-0.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. City 2, Newcastle 2. A girl can dream. City have tired legs. That is very, very true. And I don't think Kyle Walker will be available either. I think he went off injured again the other night as well. Oh, Antoine, 1-1. They will drop points. That Real Madrid game will mess up their head. We can only hope. We can only hope. But as I keep saying, Liverpool just have to focus on what they're doing.
Exactly.
Don't focus on what City are doing. If LFC can win the Champions League and FA Cup, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. I hope they can. It will be a good season for the fans. Erling Haaland's going to Manchester. I think it's inevitable.
Oh, yeah. 65 million for Haaland. Can you imagine that, Doug? 65 million.
65 million.
Unbelievable. It's just crazy.
There's Man City 2, Newcastle 0, says Shane. Sebastian, anything can happen in football, says Liz.
Of course it can.
And please hit that like button as well. Hello, Claret and Blue Kid AVFC. Thank you very much for tuning in. I have actually predicted you guys to win against Burnley. So hopefully for your sake that they do. If you are new, please subscribe. I do appreciate it. Anyway. I was right with Real Madrid beating City 3-1. I will get this result right. Just wait and see. Ooh, Mystic Sebastian. I like it.
That's his first right prediction in about 100 years. Sorry, Sebastian.
Okay, not so mystic then. Not so mystic. City will ruin Haaland. Well, I think he'll get loads of injuries, loads of muscle injuries. He seems to get in the Bundesliga. And Claret Blue Kid AFC has said 2-1 to Villa. Well, funnily enough, we've got another game on Tuesday. We have whoops, there we go. Aston Villa against Liverpool. Ooh, yeah. Let's sort of go away from the 7-2 because that was an absolute freak result and it ain't going to happen again. Stevie G being reunited with Liverpool yet again. We did win 1-0 earlier at Anfield. This would be a tricky game, but Liverpool, the form we're on at the moment, you'd have to fancy our chances at Villa Park.
Yeah, I would fancy our chances. Come on. Do you think Steven Gerrard, obviously he's an Aston Villa manager, but he sees Liverpool going for the trophy. Do you really honestly think he's going to motivate the Villa players that much to get a result against his boyhood club? I just do not see it for me. I think they're going to roll the red carpet out for Liverpool, make it easy for them, and Liverpool to win 2-0. It's going to be a comfortable victory in my opinion. If Villa were playing for something, okay, like a relegation or if they're fighting for Europa League spots, I think this would be a much more tougher match and they would be up for it, but I just don't see them being motivated. Maybe Coutinho will want to try and do something, I forgot about Coutinho. So let's see.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go routine, comfortable 2-0 victory.
Yeah, I'm going 2-0 as well. Get rid of the
7-2.
No, yeah, 7-2 definitely. Will Liverpool win the Champions League? We can definitely hope for sure. Steven Gerrard against Liverpool. Will you do a preview? Yes, I am meant to actually. I am actually going to be messaging Josh this evening. I am going to be messaging him potentially to go and do a preview on Monday, and also we'll be joined by Chris Ellis as well, formerly of Villa Together. As well, so that's another one to look out for. So 2 Villa fans with me. I'm very much looking forward to that one. Anyway, Aston Villa 0, Liverpool 2. 2-0 City, says Claret and Blue Kid AFC. 2-1 Liverpool, says Sebastian. 2-1. Interesting. Liverpool basically play their second string. Villa 0, Liverpool 3. Yeah, especially with the FA Cup final on their minds as well.
I think we will be it'd be something similar to the Newcastle lineup, I would imagine, for Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Liverpool had to buy Darwin Núñez. Only if one of the front 3 goes, but from what we've been, ain't going to happen. No, definitely not. For me personally, I think Darwin Núñez should stay at Benfica for one more season.
That's not going to happen, Doug.
I know that's not going to happen.
Once Benfica get a bid of over 50 million, he's gone. So that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, 2-1 Liverpool continues. Stevie return to. It's at Villa Park. Coutinho hasn't played yet. 1-0 Liverpool, says Gary. I honestly agree, says Claret and Blue Kid AFC. Ouch, my back will probably score. Shit. Ouch, my back will probably score a stupid goal. Oh yeah, Coutinho.
Ah.
I remember that back injury. As the Aston Villa winning matches, Burnley home and away, Crystal Palace at home, they'll allow and let LFC win. We can only hope. Rennie back at Villa Park. Yeah, absolutely. Oh. How do you predict this game? Two sides who are not in form at all. Leeds United and Chelsea. Now, Chelsea, they do have the FA Cup on their minds as well. Leeds have survival hopes on mind. Chelsea scraping through matches. They're scraping through matches. They have not been playing very, very well. I think Chelsea will win this 1-0. I'm not going to... I don't think it's going to be comfortable, but I think Chelsea will win this 1-0.
Leeds and Chelsea. Surely Chelsea, because this is Wednesday, this game, right? It has to be Wednesday. Yeah, so...
Yes.
FA Cup finals on Sunday. They're going to probably be rotating some players. I wouldn't even be shocked if Lukaku starts this game. We could see like Lukaku, Pulisic, Ziyech sort of front three, try something different, rest some players for obviously their only chance at a trophy this season. Leeds got to win this game. They got to win this game. You know what? Let's go for a shock. 2-1 Leeds.
You've gone for it. 2-1 Leeds.
I've gone
2-1 Leeds.
Doug, when that home crowd... Obviously, okay, Man City are a different beast compared to Chelsea because Man City score. Chelsea just, at the moment, they have no goal scorers. No Timo Werner. He can't score. Kai Havertz, he had a good couple running games. So he can't do it.
Yeah.
The only way they get the goals is from the fullbacks. That's when you know you're in trouble. It's when Marcos Alonso or Reece James are getting your goals. That's when you know your attack is dreadful at the moment. So I think this is must win for Leeds. I think that if they lose to Arsenal, panic mode kicks in, and panic mode will be in this match, and maybe that will drive them to winning this match. 2-1 Leeds.
2-1 Leeds. Wow, indeed. 2-1 Liverpool. This is that one. Thanks, Ballon. Motorsport Magpie. Hello. Hope you're good. Nice to see you in here as well. Chelsea will win 3-1. Who replaces Origi? Ooh.
You know what? I wouldn't be shocked if we re-signed Danny Ings or something like that. Because he's not a starter. He's not going to be a Premier League starter anymore.
No.
And you have to sign somebody who's going to be happy to be a bench role. So I think maybe Ings. Maybe I don't know. I can't really think of anybody else.
No, I can't think. I did see there was wee murmurs of Tammy Abraham, but I can't see Roma want to let him go.
He ain't gonna come back. No.
Definitely.
Plus, he's an Arsenal fan.
All right, there we go then. You're welcome. And Leeds need to win, don't they? It's a must win. At least 2 Chelsea won, says Shane. Very, very interesting. 2-2 draw and one. Whoops. Daisy. The comments went up very, very fast there. Leeds 1, Chelsea 1, Sebastian. Chelsea won 2-1, says Antoine. Players want to play in the final, want to perform. Yeah, definitely. Entertaining 0-0. Entertaining 0-0. Brentford 1, Saints 1. Clyde and Blue Kid, I know you're definitely on, I think, catch up there. But no, thank you very much for watching. Leeds 2, Chelsea 1. Chelsea 1-0 Wolves. Crystal Palace 2, Watford 0. You can't replace a player happy to be on the bench as much as Origi. No, that is very true. Brighton 1, United 2. 1-0 Chelsea. Oopsie daisy Douglason. I like that. Now, if there's any Leicester fans in the chat left, I'm going to be honest here. Norwich have nothing to play for. You have nothing to play for. But Norwich are so bad defensively. This is my shock of the week. 5-0 Leicester.
Ooh. I would say the same thing, but maybe not that many goals. But definitely, this is when the Leicester floodgates open and they finally get some goal scoring. Maybe Vardy will get a hat trick. I think Vardy might get a hat trick in this game. So, look, Norwich are terrible away from home. I think that's why I went for them to win against West Ham, because they're at home and give some pride to their home fans who've seen dreadful football all season once again in the Premier League. Surely Leicester can win this game. I know they got nothing to play for, no Conference League anymore. So 3-0 Leicester.
3-0 Leicester. Yeah, I think it'll be a comfortable win for it'll definitely be a comfortable win for Leicester as well. Liverpool 2, Spurs 1, says Claret Blue Kid. Liverpool need a homegrown striker. Yeah, in a way, you could probably say. I mean, I think Minamino will probably be on his way out. To be honest, if Leeds stay up, I wouldn't be surprised if Leeds go for Minamino because it's Jesse Marsh.
That would be a good fit for them.
Absolutely. Arsenal 2, Leeds 0. Douglas the Lionheart is May the 6th and the quadruple is still on. I know. Absolutely amazing, isn't it? Liverpool 1, Spurs 2. Come on, you Spurs. Spurs TV.
There we go.
Leicester 4, Norwich 0. 3-0 Leicester because they still won top half. Yeah, that is very, very true. Leicester 1, Everton 0. 3-0 Leicester. And Les Golden is going Leicester City 2, Norwich 0. Very, very interesting. Now, the last time these two met, Watford won 5-2.
Oh, yeah, that was crazy.
At Goodison Park. That was a madness of a game. But Watford, 2 home wins all season. They don't win many away games in a row. Imagine they win 2 away games in a row. I'm going to know the Ev.
See, this one is very hard to predict because it all depends on what happens over the weekend. If Watford win, and then obviously it depends on what Everton do if they win, draw, or lose. So this is a difficult one to call. In the case that I said that Watford are going to lose their game at home, lose to Crystal Palace, and Everton get a 0-0 draw, Watford should have nothing to play for. What do the players want to be motivated for? Maybe Ben Foster will want to do something good for his vlogs, and that's about it. And surely Everton. If you cannot beat Watford, who are terrible, terrible, as they say in Spanish, I'm sorry, you have to be relegated. You have to be, because this is abysmal. So, 2-0 Everton, just like you.
2-0 Everton. Yeah,
yep.
I think so as well.
If they lose this game, Everton, bye-bye. It's gone. They're adios then.
I think so as well. It's going to be very, very intriguing. Anyway, let me see where I was at. Oh, here we are. Shane O'Donnell, 4-0 Leicester, says Shane. Norwich 0, West Ham 2. Yeah, I've gone for 2-0 West Ham as well. Leicester have been embarrassing in the Premier League this season. Yeah, they haven't been as great. They haven't been great at all.
I wouldn't say embarrassing. Look, they've had a lot of injuries. I mean, Fofana's been out for 7 months of the season. So obviously there's an asterisk with the injuries. Some performances have been dreadful, but I wouldn't say embarrassing. I think they've just been unlucky and just with so many injuries have kind of derailed their season.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Leicester 3, Norwich 1. Oh, wow, Norwich getting a goal. That's interesting. 7-0 Leicester, says Antoine. Wow.
We haven't had a 9-0 this season yet, so people got to predict a 9-0.
Yeah, absolutely. Watford 2, Everton 1. That would be disastrous for Everton. 2-0 Everton. 1-0 Watford. Watford 2, Everton 3. Neverton, I like that. 2-1 Watford. 1-1, says Motorsport Magpie. Imagine if it's just 0-0. Yeah.
Wouldn't be shocked.
Maybe Ben Foster will to do something good for his vlogs. That line's fantastic. That line was absolutely fantastic. Wolves against Manchester City next. Do you know Man City won this one 3-1 last season, and they won 1-0 early in the season as well. To a debatable penalty, has to be said, for the Wolves. Hitting Jeremy Coutinho in the midriff. And then Raul Jimenez cost them the game. Sorry to say, but he did cost them the game back then because he did get sent off for 2 stupid bookings, it has to be said. Man City have the potential of facing Wolves, West Ham in a double header away from home. How do you see this one going? Not an easy one to predict, especially with Wolves being poor.
What's your prediction?
I've gone 2-1 City, but again, I think it's going to be another nervy game.
Are you trying to give me a heart attack or something, Doug? Another 2-1 for City.
Yeah.
Look, I think this is probably their toughest game.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday night at the Molineux could be tough. If only Wolves were just in better form and if they just had some attackers who could score. Because 33 goals. I'm going to repeat it that. 33 goals this season. I don't see them scoring in this game. And I feel like Man City might struggle to score a goal in this game. Could get nervy, like you said. I'm going to go 1-0. I think KDB will get a goal in around the 60th to 70th minute, and they're going to then ease their way to victory. So 1-0 for Manchester City, and they only need 2 more wins, and they've won the Premier League.
Yeah, I agree. Will be a 0-0 between Watford and Everton. Wow, that would be interesting if it was. I hope Everton agree to lease out the new stadium plot for Liverpool tailgate parties. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I know what that's about. 4-0 City. 5-1 City. Wow.
What was the sorry, Doug? What was the score for the reverse fixture of this tie earlier this season? What was the score?
It finished 1-0 to City earlier in the season.
Oh, didn't Jimenez get a red card in that game?
Yes.
Yeah, because I don't know what was it, diving, or I don't know why he got it.
I can't remember either, but it wasn't a good red card as well. Well, Mike, you said no one has predicted the 9-0 yet, so I'm not going to go for 9-0. I'm going for 3-2 Manchester City. That's fair enough.
Yep.
That is fair enough. 1-0 Man City, says Shane. 1-0 Wolves. I think Wolves will remember how to play football. Oh boy, Liz, your hubby would be so happy to see Wolves win. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
I beg
as well. Bradison, hello, big up Douglas and your guest. Sorry I've missed most of the video. Hope you are well. Yeah, we are both well as well. And Brad, if you did see in one video earlier that I did actually say Leicester to put 5 past Norwich. So, well, there you go. Hopefully you guys get goals. 7-0 Man City. It won't be 7-0. Let me just say that. Antoine going for 0-0 between City and Wolves. 0-0 would be perfect. It would certainly be perfect. 1-0 City as well. Hello, Maisie. Hope you are good. Lovely to see you in here as well. And hiya, Maisie. And it's almost time to land the plane, as Mr. Dominic Rich would like to say. Tottenham against Arsenal, the North London derby, a game that rides on both sides. Because if Tottenham lose to Liverpool, they do go 5 points behind Arsenal if Arsenal do beat Leeds. So Tottenham could be 5 points behind Arsenal going into this North London derby. Arsenal, I think the last time they won at Tottenham was actually when they were in the Wembley days. Remember when Tottenham had to play at Wembley?
That's it. I think it was 2013. I think that was the League Cup, but I think in the league it's been 2013 or 2012.
Yeah, I think they potentially may have won at Wembley. I could be completely wrong about that, but this is a massive game. Arsenal did win 3-1 in this fixture earlier in the season. I am going to go for a repeat of that. I can't see Arsenal be able to keep out Son, and I can't be able to see them keeping out Harry Kane. I think Harry Kane's the highest scorer in North London derby history, I think, as well. So I'm going 3-1 Spurs. So it means that if they are 5 points behind, they will move back to 2 points behind. And then it's a case of who slips first.
Ooh, 3-1. Okay.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I don't think Arsenal are going to win this game.
No.
I just can't see them getting a result at Tottenham. Especially, I want to say this is the first game with a full crowd at the new stadium. I want to say that. I think last season they had a crowd, but it was only like 2,000, 3,000 people. So that place is going to be rocking. Oh, boy. If Tottenham lose and Arsenal win over the weekend, that would be 5 points clear. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay, so then Tottenham have to win.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as.
Yeah.
If they lose or draw, adios, your top 4 ambitions, and you're going to be playing on Thursday night. So this is all for Tottenham. Who has the better manager? Conte. Who has the better attacking players? Tottenham.
Mm-hmm.
Who has the better midfield? Who do you think has the better
Ooh.
midfield? Who do you think actually has the better midfield? Because you have Bentancur and Højbjerg against, well, I guess Ødegaard, Partey, and Xhaka.
Xhaka. Yeah.
Actually, well, Partey is injured, so El Neni.
El Neni.
Who do you think has the better midfield?
Wow. I'd have to say probably Tottenham.
Ooh, okay. Do you think if Arsenal beat Leeds over the weekend that Arteta is just going to go into that North London derby and just sit back and defend? Do you kind of see that sort of tactics by him happening?
I could probably see that, yes. I could easily see that.
Because I wouldn't be shocked. I could see him doing the same tactics as Conte and play 5 at the back just to nullify what they want to do. I wouldn't even be shocked because he just was like, he would probably be so scared of losing the game that he's just like, all right, let's just go away with the 0-0. And he'll be happy with that. And I mean, Arsenal fans probably not going to be happy because they're going to want to beat Spurs for the first time in a long time in this fixture, away from home, of course. So,
yeah,
this is a tough one, though. I could see, with the way Son is playing, 17 goals this season in the Premier League, and none of them from penalties. None of them.
I know. Yeah.
It's unbelievable form, and Harry Kane has to step up. Kulusevski's first ever North London derby. He's going to want to make a statement. Oh, I can't. It's just such a shame on a Thursday night, really. I know it's because of COVID and all that sort of stuff, but Thursday night, really? God, the Premier League, man, I swear. So I'm going to go 2-0. No, 2-0 Spurs. That's going to be my prediction.
2-0 Spurs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like Arsenal are just going to try and defend and not concede a goal, and that will be to their detriment. Why would you approach that game? Why don't you just try and kill off your opponent and just completely ruin their top 4 chances? So I think that's going to be to their downfall, and I think Spurs are going to make a late push for that top 4 finish, and it could get nervy. Remember, on the final match day, Arsenal versus Everton.
Oh, yeah, I know that is going to be so interesting. Anyway, but it could be one that decides. I mean, if Arsenal get a result against Tottenham, then effectively top 4 is over. Yeah. Maisie going 2-0 to Man City against Wolves. City won't be able to manage the rest of the season, says Antoine. Interesting. 3-2 Spurs, says Motorsport Magpie. Rennie saying hello to Maisie. And Maisie saying hello to Rennie. 2-2 draw for the North London derby. Maisie saying hi to Liz. Arsenal to win 2-1 and Arsenal qualify for the Champions League.
Would they be able to qualify for the Champions League from that match? I think so.
I think, but they would be 8 points clear if they won that North London derby. So big incentive for Arsenal.
That should be some added motivation. Then do it at the at the ground of your rivals, kind of like when they won the Premier League in the early 2000s. Hey, might as well do the same thing.
Might as well do the same thing as well. 3-2 Spurs. Son going to score 2 and Kane going to get 1 goal. Ooh, interesting. I'm great. Thanks, Devils United. 3-1 Tottenham. Spurs TV going for Spurs 3, Arsenal 1. Come on, you Spurs. Maisie going for a bit of a goal fest. 3-2. That could be very interesting. Anyway, Arsenal 2, Spurs 2 is a Spursy thing to do. It is certainly 2-1 Spurs. Motorsport Magpie says Spurs is the better midfield because it doesn't get sent off. Facts. Yeah, facts. That is very, very true. And Lil Vivi as well. Nice to see you in here. Arsenal 0, Spurs 2. Very, very interesting.
Doug, if Arsenal lose to Leeds and Spurs somehow, which I don't think will happen, get a result at Anfield, that Thursday game was going to get even more massive implications.
Definitely. Remember, guys, Spurs are bottlers. Yes, absolutely. Now, that's all 16 games that have been predicted. We are going to talk about, before we do go, the relegation race, because it is just heating up. So, Burnley. These are the games who they have left. So, they have Villa at home, Tottenham away, Villa away, and then Newcastle at home. That's tough.
Yep.
Everton. Leicester away. Crystal Palace at home. Brentford at home. Arsenal away. We won't include Watford in it because basically they're all gone. Leeds United, Arsenal away, Chelsea at home, Brighton at home, who I repeat, they haven't beaten since 2017 at home, and Brentford away. Who's going down? Who's going down with Norwich and Watford?
It ain't looking good for Leeds.
No.
If Everton can just continue their good home form, they will survive because they beat Chelsea and United 1-0. Had Chelsea and United just done their business and actually performed on the day, they would have beaten Everton. But they decided to just be average pub team sides on that day. Obviously, Chelsea did perform pretty decently, but they just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. So I think Everton are going to be safe. Could you repeat the Burnley schedule again?
Yeah, Burnley's schedule is as follows: Aston Villa at home, Tottenham away, then Villa away, and then Newcastle at home.
They have to win this game on this weekend.
Yeah,
they have to win this game. If they lose, trouble. Because I think they'll lose to Tottenham. Away to Aston Villa, okay, that could be a little bit nerve-wracking. And then was it Crystal Palace at home or away on the last day?
Who for? Sorry, Burnley.
Yeah, Burnley, yeah.
Newcastle at home.
Oh, Newcastle at home. Oh, that's tough. Oh, I feel like all three of them are still going to be 1 or 2 points separated going into the final match day. I can see that happening. So, obviously, me and Doug want both Everton to go down. I mean, if we're Liverpool fans, so we're going to have a biased opinion with that. But if I'm going to be logical and think with my head, Leeds are going to go down. I feel really bad for my Yank brother, Jesse Marsh. Everybody's going to be calling in Ted Lasso, did a terrible job. Trust me, if Bielsa was still here, they would be already relegated. So
yeah,
it ain't looking good for them. So it might be Leeds.
I actually remember predicting at the start of the season that I had Norwich 20th, Watford 19th, and I think I said Burnley. So
same here.
See, this is why we collab a lot. This is why we collab a lot. We have good minds think alike, and yeah, the Leeds running is absolutely horrendous. For me,
sometimes we just don't know what sort of Leeds, because you can't take into account what Leeds we saw last weekend against Man City, right? They were always going to lose that game no matter what. So Arsenal, if they can get a draw, that's fine. They have a good chance of beating Chelsea at home. With the way Chelsea cannot take their chances, if they can just get a masterful goal from Raphinha or James or Harrison or one of the attacking players to step up, they can win that game. And then they have Brentford away, Brighton at home. They have to beat Brighton. They just have to win all their home games. I think if they win all their home games, they might be safe, but I don't think they will. So I think Leeds are going to go down.
I think so as well. But you would never have envisaged Everton being in this position, would you?
500 million spent. So you're telling me they want to open their new stadium and face against Preston North End?
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead. I mean, look, Agent Rafa did his business. It was never that. Everybody knew that once that hiring was going to happen, it was never going to work. Most of the fan base didn't want it, so it's a rough one. And Frank Lampard, look, my opinion is tactically he's not a good manager. I think he's naive. Substitutions at times are wrong. I feel like he just picks favorites. If you look at his time with Chelsea, he just kept picking almost the same team, never adapted against certain opponents, and that's why they just faltered into 10th position or 11th position when he got sacked. And they've just been bagging on their home form. If it wasn't for their home form, they would be in even worse trouble. So it just shows you, with good recruitment and an actual solid front office, basically, for Everton, they would maybe be in the top 10 because they have the finances. They have everything. They have everything to be a top club, but they're just run so poorly. That's why I feel bad for their fans, right?
Yeah.
I don't feel bad for the club because it's one of Liverpool's arch rivals. But I feel bad for the fans because they don't deserve it. They don't get to choose who owns the club or who runs the club and all this sort of stuff. So if they go down, this will be the biggest team ever to be relegated by far.
Bigger than Nottingham Forest.
I would say so. I'm trying to think how many, because Everton have not been relegated since like 1958 or something, some ridiculous stat like that. And they've won FA Cups, first divisions. They're a massive. When did they win? I think they won the first division in like 85 or something like that.
Yeah.
I can't remember off the top of my head, but something around there. So, I mean, if they get relegated, that would be big. I mean, really
massive.
Big. And especially
absolutely massive.
Stadium.
Yeah, and also the fact that they almost went down one season as well. Was it? I think it was maybe 97, 98. They survived the skin of their teeth. They drew 1-1 with Coventry. I remember this very, very well from obviously Premier League years. So that's how sad I am anyway. But I do remember from then that Bolton needed to beat Chelsea. They went down. They lost 2-0 to Chelsea, and Everton got a 1-1 draw with Coventry, and that kept them in the league. And they've been a complete mainstay of the Premier League. But yeah, £500 million spent on shite, an absolute shite at that accuracy as well. I mean, Burnley are Burnley. They keep on doing what they do best, and they always have the survival instinct. I think you mentioned earlier, Sunderland. They had that they had that bounce back ability again. But yeah, guys, in the comments, would Everton be the biggest club to go down if they did actually go down? Because I'm just trying to think, because obviously you've had like Blackburn Rovers who won the Premier League in 94, 95. You've had Nottingham Forest who had 2 European Cups
Aston Villa.
as well. Aston Villa, yeah. Sunderland. Derby County. Yeah, there's a few. There are a few. There is definitely a few.
Newcastle as well.
Newcastle as well. So yeah, let us know. Let us know in the chat, and we'll read out your comments before we do go. Leeds, Watford, and Norwich. Burnley will stay up. Burnley will stay up. I feel Leeds will go down because of their form. Yeah, Leeds' form is not the best. Everton are down, says Gary. I think they're going to save themselves somehow. I just think they're going to save. I think that win against Chelsea is potentially giving them a little bit of saving for sure. Please save Burnley, says Motorsport Magpie. Relegation battle is actually interesting this year. Relegation battle is absolutely amazing this year. It really, really is. And to be fair, it is. The title race is doing very well, top 4, but this relegation battle is getting very, very interesting. And yeah, I'm not having anyone say that Southampton are going to go down when they're on 40 points. That ain't happening. Not a chance that is happening. As well. Liz is asking, what part of the States are you from? Can't place your accent.
Well, I've never really lived in the States, but I'm from Colorado. That's the simple answer. I'm not from the South. I'll tell you that.
Frank Lampard should get championship manager for Derby, Nottingham Forest, or Huddersfield. Yeah, I hope they go down, says Gary. No. Oh, is that Everton being the biggest club to Newcastle? Newcastle been the biggest club to go down. Yeah, I suppose you could definitely say that. Bloody Burnley are akin to cockroaches; they just don't die. That's very true. Newcastle in terms of crowd size, that's fair. That is fair enough. I do agree with you there as well. Hello, Willow. Hey, everyone. Just got back in from the school. Thought I'd miss it. No problem, Willow. If you want to watch on Cashback, then please do. We've had a very, very good discussion throughout these 16 games that we've had to predict, and I just thought we would end it with something just a little bit different with the relegation battle as well. I think Everton would be the biggest club to go down. I do agree with what Motorsport Magpie is in terms of sort of crowd size. Newcastle are the biggest with that fantastic stadium at St James's Park. Anyway, I hope they will give us a good ref next season. This is our worst ref this season. Hi, Bereni, but you've not got Mike Dean next year. You've not got Andre Mariner next year. You've not got Mike Dean. You've not got Mike Dean either, so yeah.
For the best league in the world, supposedly, right? Supposedly, worst referees by far. By far. There ain't no discussion. They are terrible, these referees.
Yeah, they certainly
Although the
are.
Conference League referees last night could maybe argue with that because they were not good either.
utter shite. Yeah, I think that's about Everton. And Haya Willow as well. But yeah, guys, we've discussed the relegation battle. We've predicted all 16 games. It has been now 1 hour 20 minutes. I've been really enjoyed the stream. Michael, thank you very much for
Doug,
coming
I got
on.
one question for you before we head out. I know this is away from Premier League. Who's getting fourth spot in the Bundesliga?
Freiburg.
Ooh, all right.
I'm going for it. Yeah, going for it. I think Leipzig have lost their will to try and get fourth place. I think if Freiburg beat Union Berlin, then the 4 points clear. Leipzig need to win their last two games. I don't think they're going to do it. So I'm going to say Freiburg. But Michael, thank you very much for coming on. Have you got any streams coming up very soon?
No, not really. I'm going to take this weekend off. Or maybe I'll just have like a surprise stream or something like that. I don't have anything planned. I want to get some sleep. That's what I want. I'm very jet lagged still. I want to at least get 10 hours of sleep on one day and then watch the F1 on Sunday. So yeah, thank you very much for having me on, Doug. If you guys want to follow me, Michael Talks Football is my YouTube channel. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, it is Talks_Michael. Thanks as always, Doug, for having me on. It's been an absolute pleasure. And let's just hope Liverpool win, Man City draw, and we get some even more close battles in the relegation and top four.
Absolutely. No, it has been a pleasure. And yeah, guys, please go and check out Michael Talks Football. Closing in on 3K. And I must say, whoever designed your logo is fantastic.
I did myself.
You did it yourself?
Mm.
Fantastic. I am actually wanting a new logo, so I might come to you potentially.
All right.
I'll come to you for some ideas or something like that. But no, thank you very much for coming on. Thank you to everyone in the chat. I really do appreciate it as well. Obviously, if you have missed it, then please watch it on playback. So I'll leave your predictions in the comment section. I know it is Friday, and I know there's no Premier League games until 3:00, which is weird. There's no 12:30 games, which is mental. Absolutely mental.
You know what? I don't mind the 12:30. I don't really care about that. I feel like it's too early for a lot of people. Some people have to wake up 5 a.m. and travel to games. But 7:45 for you, 9:45 for me on a Saturday.
Yeah. Enjoy.
I better not say anything.
Absolutely. But guys, thank you very much for watching. I will be back later with the Friday LFC Focus at 7:00. Fantastic panel lined up. I hope you can join me then. But until then, enjoy your afternoons, and I will see you in the evening. See you later. Bye-bye for now.